saw a flash come up with the possibility of somebody signed on video-wise, but I didn't get that. So again, we're taking check-ins for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society then.
Well, good evening, gentlemen, once again, from KJ7, Charlie Bravo Oscar.
Part of your association, and I'm on Fox Island, Washington, listening.
KJ7CBO, got that right?
Yes, sir, that is affirmative. Good evening to you.
Well, welcome to the Western Washington Amateur Television Society next. Do you have any interest in ATV?
Yeah, copy. This is, I think, the second time, or maybe the third time that I've actually chopped in on your net. Hey, I enjoy the QSOs, though.
No problem. I've been gone for several weeks down in southern Arizona and over in California. So anyway, didn't catch on that. So anyway, welcome to our net. Let's see, is there anybody else that'd like to check in?
Connected, WW7N.
Interesting week by myself. I smoked a bunch of pork to make some full pork sandwiches. Matter of fact, it was like 20 pounds of pork. It took me 30 hours to bring it up at 230 degrees. And it's all pulled apart and made a very good barbecued pork feed, I might say, for about 10 different people. So that's been what I've been up to this week. And yesterday kind of cleaned up the mess from the smoker and got the utensils and stuff cleaned up and put away. So next thing probably be doing is smoking some ribs in a few weeks for the upcoming holiday. And let's see, I'm seeing WW7N is signed in video-wise. James? And let's take it away, James, WW7N.
Oh, good evening. I didn't see any signal on video there, so I didn't know if anybody was going to be here tonight. I just tuned on a few minutes late. Who is on the net other than you and myself?
You got KI7DOG, Marty, and KJ7CBO.
Okay, well, welcome, folks. Let's see. What did I do today? Well, after the wonderful rain we had, soaked the ground, I did a little cleanup around the house here, and not too much else really exciting going on. I pretty much have been enjoying the weather and then enjoying the rain. I mean, couldn't ask for more. It rains in the middle of the night, and then it's wonderful throughout the day. So anyway, that's it for me on this go-around. Looks like I was able to get my video and kind of more or less aligned. My feedback loop is about, I'd say, a 4 or a 5 tonight. So anyway, that's it for me. This is James, WU7N. Back to you. That control, Dave.
WU7N. Well, let's go to KJ7CBO.
Well, good evening once again. By the way, there was another station from Fox Island, Washington, that was trying to get in about 5 minutes ago or so, 6 minutes ago. But hey, for the time being, I will say 73 to you. I've got to go run to the mailbox. But when I get back, I will certainly be back here on the net. So hang in there, guys, and I shall return, give maybe 15 minutes or so. And again, I don't know who that station is in Fox Island, but you might want to make a call out to them. KJ7, Charlie Bravo Oscar.
KJ7, KBO, thank you. Party from Fox Island, come back.
Yes, this is KI7Z. listening.
I got the KI7. I didn't get the rest of your call.
KI7 Zulu Z T Tango T Zulu Z KI7 ZTZ.
Zulu Victor Tango, did I get that right?
I'm afraid not, I'm sorry. It's Z, Zulu, Tango, then Zulu. Z-T-Z.
Zulu Tango Zulu.
Yes, that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, KI7 Zulu Tango Zulu. Tell us about you and what's your interest in ATV.
New operator. Actually today I made some of my first contacts on repeaters. I got my license a while back, but I haven't used repeaters, so I decided to learn. And I was looking through the repeater list for Puget Sound, and I decided to tune in on this one.
Okay, you got about a 95% signal that's coming in. Very good, and welcome to Ham Radio.
Well, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay, thanks for that. Let's go to KI7, DOG, Marty.
KI7 DOG, Marty. Once again, temporarily in Puyallup, and I will be moving back to the old stomping ground I've had for the last 15 years, back to the Maple Valley area. As I said before, ironically, I just moved away from 15 years of living in one place, and the owner decided to give the place to his son for like a graduation gift. And then been away for a couple months, looking for a place that fits my criteria, because I do have a home business that requires a large area for a shop, and I happened to find another place. We're literally 2,000 feet away from the old place. So it looks like I'll be moving back there the first of the month, but till then I'm just got back here a little bit ago, and I'm watching TV. It's kind of ironic because I didn't realize that there was that many broadcast channels. I just have the antenna atop the RV, and I'm getting like 40 plus transmitted channels. It's compared to the 70s, when we first had cable, I have more channels now than I did then. Oh, and KI7 DOT, back to that.
I hear you there. Well, do you have facilities for a couple of dog houses on this new property for your bulldogs?
Yep, fenced-in backyard. Yep, plenty of room for the doggies. And I have 2 cats also, and 5 chickens. There's room for everybody. Hopefully, and the front needs a little curb appeal, so negotiations with the property owner about getting the front kind of dressed up, and then dropping in some gravel on the side there, and a nice little border separating grass and gravel to park the RV. They seem to be okay with that. In fact, they don't really believe me that I'm going to do any yard work, but I guess I'll have to change their mind on that. Back to that.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, congratulations on getting TV signals to your TV with an outside antenna. However, contrary to some of the ads that are running on TV, antenna television setup, you did not get 4K being transmitted locally by any of the television stations. So that capacity hasn't happened. The only 4K you'll get is by satellite or cable. So if you were looking forward you're getting 4K resolution. It just doesn't exist. The local stations are not transmitting in 4K as of yet. Maybe a couple of years out. And let's go to James, WU7N.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Well, I just thought I'd toss this up. I just stumbled into this. It shows kind of a comparison of the different frequencies where TV channels are located throughout the world. And I guess this is the current VHS where the channels are. And I guess, I mean, I don't know. I thought we had moved completely off VHS. Maybe those are still there. Certainly the format changed from NTSC to digital. But kind of an interesting chart here that just kind of gives you some sort of a always hazardous quick view of what different countries are doing in terms of where they're supposed to be at. And the one thing I noticed is that when I tried to use, let's see, some friends set up an antenna on a trailer and tried to point towards Seattle, where I'm at, Northeast Bellevue. It didn't work. I said, well, there's got to be something up on Cougar Mountain, because everybody else transmits up there, and sure enough, there was a very strong TV signal that came in off Cougar Mountain, and they were able to watch, do the tailgate party and watch the game with that. And that was amazing to them. They didn't know you could point the TV antenna in the opposite direction from Seattle and get a very good picture. And I sort of tried to explain it a little bit, but then decided maybe it was best just to kind of watch the game. Well, so anyway, that's my experience. Other than that, I don't receive any through-the-air signals from TV at my house. I get way too much video off the computer as it is. So anyway, that's my two bits for what's going on in the world of television, commercial television today. Maybe someone could have a comment on where things are actually transmitted, because I kind of thought the old VHF frequencies were no longer in use for TV. They had been allocated to other things. Maybe that's incorrect. So this is WU7N with the Uniform 7 November. Back to net control.
WU7N, yes. VHS still lives. Channel 9 broadcasts in that. HDTV. And most of the transmitters located, some down in Tacoma, up on Queen Anne Hill, and on Capitol Hill is where the main transmitters are located. And this is Dave, KD7BYM. Oh, let's go to Fox Island again and get KI7, Zulu Tango Zulu. The party's still there. And I think he seems to have lost that contact. Well, let's go back up to Marty, KI7DOG.
Marty, KI7DOG. I will say the one thing I do miss most of all is before I moved, I bought a brand new 75-inch 4K TV, and I have a tremendous sound system going. I've been kind of an audio, video buff, like entertainment center type of guy forever, and then, couldn't really afford the good stuff until the last, 10 or 15 years, getting further along in my career and work and making more money, and I'm reduced down to a 32-inch TV, and it's, and without the sound system, so it's quite the change. But I will say this, everybody knows in ham, height is might, and when you see those little teeny, weeny, little antennas that you put on the back of the TV, and these little antennas coming out that's going to give you all these channels, I cannot believe people fall for that. I cannot believe that little teeny thing you sit in the back of the TV set is going to work like having a antenna on top of your house or your RV or whatever it may be. And usually I'm a customer of DirecTV, so when I get back to the place, I like the DirecTV because of the compression's pretty low compared to Comcast. You get actually a slightly better picture. If you have them side by side, you'd have to look at them and see, but you do get a little bit better picture off of the DirecTV, and I do miss that, and I'm looking forward to having that back with my big TV and sound system and watching movies. Right now I'm on a 32-inch with the stock speakers, and it works, but not quite the same, but it's been holding me over for a while. I think that's my opinion on that. Although there are a lot, I don't know what all they're transmitting on, but and one thing that's really great about new, they call it DTV. Of course, you guys would probably know about that better than I would, but it's great because you hit the guide on your TV and it shows all the TV channels and what's on. What a change from like 20 years ago, and that's all I got for that. KI7DOT, Marty, and back to net.
KI7DOT, yes. Well, it sounds like you'll be hooked up back to satellites, and you will have the option of saying, I want 4K, and that'll be a beautiful picture that you'll be able to get. It's limited broadcasting at this point, even by satellite cable. But as I said, it's not being done locally by the TV stations here. The equipment is not available on the market yet for the TV stations to make an investment on that. And this is Dave, KD7ZYM. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. So let's go to WU7N. James.
Okay, well, it seems to be developing into a topic here, and maybe you can comment, Dave. I don't know if there's enough resolution here for you to read this, but it looks like to me, look on the left side of the screen, VHF low is channel 2 through 6. Gosh, I'm straining my brain here, but that used to be the old NTSC allocation, I think. So maybe when they changed from NTSC to digital, the frequency didn't change. If the RF channel was still 6 megahertz of bandwidth, just the format of it changed. Maybe that's what happened. Interested in your comment there. But it also looks upper right-hand corner of the screen, RF 14 through 36 and RF 38 through 69 are still UHF. Looks like maybe a little hunk of UHF disappeared there from the old days. But so anyway, this is kind of an interesting website that I found. It's OTADTV.com, and I'm not sure what this is the amazing thing about the internet. You find all this stuff, you have no idea if it's accurate, inaccurate, in date, out of date, but this thing even lists 4G LTE frequency allocations around 743 megahertz. Don't know if that comes through or not. Have to make it a little bigger here on the NTSC channel that we use. But so anyway, this is updated enough that they have 4G/LTE on here. And says channel 37 is reserved for radio astronomy. That's also very interesting. Well, anyway, so let's see, what else? I've got a neighbor who installed some video cameras outside his building there, outside our building. I'm in a duplex, so that's kind of inspired me to move forward. And I stumbled onto a camera that has both an infrared sensor and high-definition 1080p digital video, so it'll be kind of interesting to see if those work or not. I'll hope to have a report maybe by a week from now, next Saturday. This is WU7N. Let me turn it back to Dave, Network Control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Oops, wrong button.
WU7N, it's KD7ZYM. Yeah, it's interesting what happens in commercial broadcasting. IDEF has certainly made a big change in CTS transmissions. That's what we're on in amateur television. However, there are some equipment that's available on the market to get up to HD TV not currently being used here in Seattle or by this club. So it does exist, and we're just not up to date yet to utilize that. The equipment's a little more pricey than NTSC equipment that's on the market right now. Anyway, gosh, really nice afternoon. The sun broke out about noon today in Lake City anyway. Was a tremendous amount of rain this morning around 5 and 6 o'clock. Temperature-wise right now, I've got 68 degrees outside, but it's 79 degrees here at the shack. So I'm on the second floor of a two-story building without air conditioning, so it's a little bit warm on the second floor. So that's about pretty much what's happening here. So let's go to KI-7, DOG, Marty.
Yeah, Lake City, that's right next to my stomping grounds. As a kid, I was raised in Ballard, and yeah, just right over the hill from you there. Not a bad place to live. It's changed quite a bit since I moved away. So it's yeah, in fact, it's changed quite a bit. But still, I guess not a bad place to live. And about the 4K stuff, you know, that was a phenomenal change. When you're watching a 1080p movie, I was at my old place. I was showing a friend. I have a 1080p movie. Then, of course, I had to buy the new, you know, lines to make 4K work, and bought a 1080, bought a 4K Sony DVD player. And so I bought a Blu-ray 1080p. It's not Blu-ray. It's still Blu-ray, but I bought a movie which I had on Blu-ray, and I plugged them both in, separately. And boy, what a night and day change from 1080p to 4K. It's like you put it. It's just amazing. And if you haven't seen it, I thought that looked pretty good, 1080p, and then you plug in 4K, it's like, wow, that's just night and day. I was impressed. Definitely, and now the new TV sets, which is amazing. Here's a good one for you. 10 years ago, I bought a 65-inch Sony Bravia liquid crystal. You know, it wasn't LED, but it was the one generation before it. That thing on sale cost $8,500 on sale. This brand new one, which is an LG QLED, that was like $1,500. You know, and it's 10 inches bigger, and it's a quarter of the price, or a third. It's 2/3 less money. Amazing. KI-7DOG, Marty, back to net.
Yes, 4K is wonderful, and now they're coming out with 6K. That's the next jump coming up. And as you say, the 4K is so beautiful. I can't imagine what 6K looks like, but progress does move on. So it'll be some time before that's transmitted. Here again, the cable and satellite companies do have the bandwidth to transmit that. And if you can get the disc, the DVD disc, you can play the 4K, as you said, and it really looks beautiful. Oh, let's go on down to James, WW7N again.
Okay, well, thank you, Dave. One question I have, when they go from 4K to 6K, does that take more actual over-the-air bandwidth, or is it still stuffed into 6 megahertz of bandwidth? I don't know if you know the answer to that or not. Kind of a curiosity. I have no idea. You know, this OTA DTV, that's over-the-air digital TV.com. Have no idea who puts this site up, but it's kind of interesting. Here's a tower locator, and if you put in your latitude and longitude right there, then supposedly it's going to tell you where towers are, and information includes apparently it's off the when I do NTSC conversion, I lose some of my 1080p HDMI off my computer. But apparently TV channels and angles and range and all sorts of interesting information there. So I'll have to punch in my lat lawn later and see what comes up there. But they talk about, getting back to the point made earlier, they talk about installation. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. But they talk about multiple antennas being used and how to, use those. So yeah, I don't think you're going to get very good reception off the back of the little thing off the end TV compared to rigs like this. This looks like this is quite an engineering project. A 3-antenna system, and I guess the frequencies must be very high gain and very directional, because it looks to me like they're putting 3 antennas on a pole and then putting various combiners on there with some acceptable loss to get different signals. I'm assuming so when you go channel to channel, you don't lose things. I don't know, maybe there's comments from the net here on how exactly that would work. So anyway, this is James, WW7ATS in Northeast Bellevue. Very much enjoy everyone who's taking the time to join the net tonight. Always learn something. So let me turn it back to Dave and our net control for the Western Washington ATV.
WW7N, yes. No, I've got a lift-off antenna I installed in 2000 year when I got my CRT television for HD. And at that point it was selling for like $2,200 for a 36-inch television set. And it's still running quite well after all of these years. So it's like 19 years of television, and I've got what they call an 8-bay bow tie antenna on my road. And I get signals down from Tacoma and then locally here in Seattle and also up on the hill where our transmitter is located for ATV on Cougar Mountain. So anyway, that's what's happening. As far as bandwidth, I don't know if you look at the allocation, like you got channel 4, but it has 2 sub-channels to it. Channel 7 has 2 sub-channels. King TV has 3 sub-channels. So each one of those sub-channels takes up width. So if the television station wants to start transmitting at 4K, you're going to have to give up these other frequencies for DT, TV, and stick to just one channel that they're transmitting at a time. There's a channel, I believe it's 34 that has 7 different channels on it. And so that was not what the FCC thought when they were giving allocations for the transmission frequencies, that the television stations would split it up. With technology, they figured out how to narrow band it and still have it on the same general frequency. So that's pretty interesting. Things have changed in the last millennium, you might say, of broadcasting. It really looks great. So, let's see. This is Dave, KD7ZYM, the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. So we can go back up to Marty, KI7DOG.
Marty, KI7DOG. Guys, I gotta let you go here. This is been on the phone with the property owner here, going texting. I gotta give her a call back, so I'm gonna have to bail out here. Do apologize. But I'll keep tuning in when I get a chance there. Appreciate the net. Appreciate the TV info. You pick up a few things as you go along. That's for sure. So this is KI7DOG. I'm going to have to go clear. Thanks for the hospitality, and back to net.
Well, we got your 7-3 there, KI7DOG, and what's left is James, WU7N, and myself, KD7ZYM. So let's go to James, WU7N, and maybe you want to wrap up the net for this evening.
KJ7 Charlie Bravo Oscar, we are back.
Good net tonight. Different people. I love to hear that. We're the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. We're on the 147.080 repeater. And also, if you just want to see what people are putting out for video, if you cannot receive the 1.2 gigahertz signal, you can always just go to the Ever Helpful Internet, put in your favorite search engine, Western Washington Amateur Television Society, and you can find the site that we do streaming on. And I didn't even check to see if the streaming is working. It usually is, and that's something that you can check out anytime. So anyway, Dave, thanks for your comments. Interesting. I did not know that the commercial stations, like for example King, has actually 3 different things going. It shows you how out of touch I am with what's going on commercially on over-the-air TV. I guess they have their network thing going one place and then something else running on the other too. I don't know. I'm curious enough now. If the signals are coming off Cougar Mountain, I should be able to get them. I'm curious enough now to rig something up and see what I can get, and just look at it and see what's going on out there. Well, anyway, this is what an Echo Link picture looks like if anybody's looking either on the internet or on the 1.2 gigahertz downlink. So with that, let me say 73, Dave, thank you for running the net tonight. Really appreciate it. This is James in Northeast Bellevue. WW7N, 73s, everybody.
Okay, good evening, James, and let's go to Marty, KI7, DOG. We're kind of wrapping up the net, so you got any finals that you'd like? This is your chance. Not hearing anything more from Marty, and we still had KJ7 CDO on.
Yes, sir, that is correct. I got back in, but I've been listening to still listening to the net. But hey, you guys are doing a great thing. You've got a great hobby and a great opportunity that lies ahead, and I can't wait to see what happens in a year or so. Maybe technology, hey, it is always ever evolving, isn't it? Anyway, good night, everyone, from KJ7 Charlie Bravo Oscar here in Renton. It's Robert.
KJ7 CDO. Well, thanks for joining the net this evening. And this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net, the OA repeater. We'd like to thank the owners and operators of the OA repeater, the CPAC repeater group, for allowing us to have time for a net on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. So this evening we're terminating a little bit early and turning the repeater back for everybody to use. So good evening all. On behalf of the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, I'm Dave, 87CYM. Good evening all at 2036.
Once again, good night. Great net, as always. KJ7 Charlie Bravo Oscar. We will be clear.
7 and disconnected.